Little bitty old joker. And we were set up right there. I don't know if you guys can see Guffey's laser coming down. Guys, welcome back to Southern Extreme TV. Little late intro here. We're already in the truck. Damn motivated going down through here. We're going to do a very early in the season all-night hunt, which is rare for the channel. Usually we don't start in August hunting very hard for coyotes. Usually it's the kind of tail end of September, third week of September, before we even really kind of start rolling into coyote hunting. I'm super excited to be going up here this afternoon. We're actually rolling into town a little early. We're going to be hanging out, staying the night, waking up, spending the day here tomorrow. We may go out and do some hunts this afternoon. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to go up, have us a good dinner, good hangout, and just kind of get settled and just kind of take it from there. So don't really know how many episodes is going to come out of this. If they're running good, 3 to 4 episodes possibly. If they're not running good, 1 to 2 episodes, who knows. We've got some pretty cool gear that we're going to be testing out this year. Some new chest packs from Alaska Guide Creations. I'll be showing you guys that later on. And then we're testing out a new prototype from Coyote ropes, which is kind of a dual lanyard for a scanner and a remote, because we've started using some scanners now and just trying to work on a couple things. So you'll be seeing that featured in some of these videos. But I'm super excited. Hit that subscribe button. Let's grow this thing to 100,000 subs. Let's shoot some dang coyotes in the face this weekend and have a dang blast doing it. Thanks for hanging out. Let's go have some fun. Well, guys, we just got our belly full, had a good steak. We are actually gonna throw some stuff on and we're gonna go try to kill a couple coyotes. We got a farmer that just called that had heard some coyotes right as the sun went down. So we're gonna go take a look and see if we can get those coyotes to come in. Me and Guffey also have a couple places that we can run to if we decide we want to keep going out all night, but more than likely we're just going to hit 1 or 2 sets, go see if we can get one killed. But tomorrow will be the all-nighter, so who knows, we get a little bit of a kind of a pre-hunt before the big hunt, which can be good. We can figure out kind of what they're wanting to hear, and then obviously get some run time behind the scopes, behind the gun, hopefully take a couple shots at some dogs and make a cool episode for you guys. So we're in the process of changing over shoes. I got extra tufts on. We got the big boots in case we had to cross a creek, but we got a little bit of everything ready to rock and roll. We got both Rock Rivers loaded up for this trip. We got the 243 and the 6.5 Creedmoor. Guffey is running the Pulsar XP. I am running the XG LRF version. So that's kind of new to the channel going into this season, is me behind the Pulsar. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a real cool trip. So let's get everything loaded up and let's go see if we can shoot a couple dogs in the face. Well, guys, spot numero uno. Never been to this spot, but landowner's been sending these guys some photos. This is where they said they just heard them at. So we're gonna jump out and keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we can get on one.
guy started kissing at me. So I took off running back up here. We had a coyote in the field. And I turned on cottontail distress, and this coyote come right into us. But this grass is kind of tall. We never could really get him to break. And I was having a hard time. I was ranging him at 73 yards, but I couldn't tell if I was hitting the grass or the coyote. The good news is that this spot's not messed up. We just now started calling. So we're going to rip out some howls. Because more than likely there's more coyotes with that one. So we're going to howl right here and see if we can get them fired up. Maybe we can get more than one.
Now looking here, I know what the other one done. I thought he was coming up to us. Well, when he come out the road bed, he was coming up through here.
When I come walking out to put the call out, I was looking at this grass and I was like, man, we need to be like right here. But I see why you wanted us back up there. Well, guys, we walked down here. We got this coyote right here, young coyote, and we had another dog. The first dog that we seen took off running into the woods that way, and this dog right here actually came running basically right at us, and we were set up right there. I don't know if you guys can see Guffey's laser coming down. This coyote had no idea what was going on, but the good thing is, where that first coyote went to, we've got a good idea as to where he's at, so we think we can go get on them and recall him. We didn't really call this too aggressively. Couple howls, vole squeaks, and a very light rabbit, which is what this dog came into. So we should be able to go over to this other field where we can see a little bit better, get a little more aggressive with them, and then go see if we can get one killed. So that's a good start of the night. One spot, one dog, Fox Pro X-Wave, even though I'm missing the back plate, getting it done. So let's get this dog drug out. Good female to take, and let's go see if we can shoot some more. Look here. That's a good man right there, Guffey. He don't even bring a gun. Lets us call. Lets the dog come in. We shoot him, and then he drags them out.
You can ask Zach. I rarely carry the gun.
Guffey, how you like your new laser I got you? That's my gift to Guffey for, you know, he drives it out with all the traveling and all that stuff. So I got him a nice fancy blue laser. And he's getting to use it.
I wasn't far off of him either.
No, you wasn't off. You wasn't off by a lot at all.
Hey, I even spotted that with my new scanner first.
With your new scanner?
Yeah.
What scanner are you running?
AGM Sidewinder.
Sidewinder AGM.
Apex Predator.
Ooh, Apex Predator, baby. I got it in my hand. Okay. Well, guys, we're one spot and one cat. I'm glad we got started because Guffey had a number 2 break that was long enough that we wound up having to park the car, get out. Not even that. Me and Jason rode and like looked at fields.
Yeah.
While he was there.
I watched 2 episodes of SCTV.
Come back, and he was still sitting there. And then he broke the toilet. Guffey broke the toilet that we got invited to come stay at. So this is probably our last trip here, guys.
You didn't get invited. I got to poop again. I just used the master this time. That's all right. You didn't get invited. Apparently
Guffey yet again invited us on this trip, is what I've been told.
I don't wait on them bucks.
Well, guys, we're one spot down. Like I said, we felt really good going into that spot, which is super nice. The good thing, the old Rock River 243 is on. That was a pretty tough shot. You know, that dog was through some high stuff. We're getting ready to run right down here, though. We know the dogs are out. They're moving. They're hunting. They're feeding. So let's go see if we can get some more dogs in this ginormous basket. You guys hadn't seen this basket on the front of this, dang SUV, but
I'm leaning against it.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's about the same width as an 18-wheeler, so we got to shoot a lot of animals to fill this basket up. But we're gonna go spot number 2, see if we can get it done, baby. Alrighty, guys. Spot number 3. We had a pack of coyotes light up and howl.
but they were probably over a quarter of a mile away. But it's on pasture that we can get to. So basically we drove through the field, got to the wood line, got through the wood line. We're getting ready to walk up on top of this hill and look down into this bottom, which is where we think those coyotes were at. So let's go get on them. Boy. Had a boy. Good job, buddy. Hell yeah. Good job. Hell Well, guys, that right there is not like the most exciting thing in the entire world. We went through an entire calling sequence. We knew we had to be close to these coyotes, and we called, donkeys screaming, doing all kinds of stupid stuff. And I actually walked down there, got the Fox Pro, and walked back up. And Guffey had their scanner, because you know Guffey's got that new AGM scanner from Apex Predator. And he was just looking through it, kind of scanning, taking a look at everything. And all of a sudden he was like, man, right there's one, right there's one. Nobody had their scope on, nothing. So I get my scope turned on, and sure enough, his coyote, he's just standing there leisurely walking through the field like nothing's up, you know. We dump him, and I said, listen, we need to sit right here for a little bit longer. And everybody else was like, yeah, heck yeah, let's sit there. And sure enough, it wasn't 2 minutes later on the exact same path, here come another dog right up on top of the hill. And that just goes to show, sometimes sitting there that extra couple minutes in the silent, just to give those dogs a time to kind of roll in and just see like what really is going on. You know, sometimes they're not crazy aggressive, and that right there is a prime example of them. Because if these dogs were super aggressive, as soon as we hit that first call, they would have came charging in. I mean, we were close enough to them that they should have just absolutely come charging in to us. But we're getting ready. We're gonna go down here. We'll go pick these dogs up. That makes 3 on the night. That's a good night. We're shooting good. The dogs are acting good. They're just not charging in real crazy. But we got dogs on the ground. That's all you can ask for. So let's go take a look at these dogs and see what we got. I think we got a big male and a big female. If I'm a betting man, I think that's what we got. But we'll see. We'll see when we get up here to them. So there's dog numero uno from the one that I shot. This is the second one go? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hit her a little high.
Hit her high and back a little bit.
And that second shot got her.
Boy, girl.
Oh,
Male. We got litter mates. They're not big. I could have swore that first one was a lot bigger than it was. This was the first dog that kind of just come strolling up the hill. Female.
What a pretty.
Little bitty old joker. You guys can tell these are not the big mature dogs that, you know, we're used to seeing back in, you know, January, where they're real big grown and big teeth. You still see these teeth are small, but they're doing it right. They're not quite big enough to be super aggressive right now, which I think is the reason why we're having to almost slow play them. But they're moving, they're out and about, and they're howling. So we're going to keep on going, see if we can keep on shooting, guys.
We can hunt this behind his mama's house.
Guys, we're right in between 2 or 3 coyotes. They're raising. They might be in that field. We worried about bumping them. But No. Just to make sure you guys can see. Well, we pulled into that spot, and when we got set up, we thought we seen a coyote to the left. Turned out to be a deer. Ripped a howl. We had a group of coyotes down in front of us start howling. 1 or 2 coyotes over to our right start howling. The dogs to our right was a little bit farther away than the dogs in front of us. We had a field in front of us that was about 350 yards away with a fence row and a hedgerow that separated us. So we decided to pick our stuff up and go straight to that gap. And as soon as we got to that gap into that other field, I set the Fox Pro down and I heard these guys whistling and kissing, so I knew that they had seen something. So I run back, get on the scope, I pan over, and this dog apparently was running directly at us. We're assuming that this dog was one of the dogs on the far right that was actually coming into the field that we were first in. And when we got down there, first spot, our wind was blowing from our 3 o'clock to about our 9 o'clock. When we dropped off down to where we were at, the wind was then blowing from like our 5 to 6 o'clock to our 12 to 11 o'clock. And as soon as that coyote started running right at us, he got us a whiff of something, and he made an immediate 90-degree turn, which you couldn't see that in my scope because whenever I first picked the dog up, he was running hard from right to left.
You know what I think?
Dog is running like crazy, and Jay, you hear Jason trying to woof at him and trying to get him to stop, and dog just wouldn't stop. He was getting ready to get right there in our scent trail. Let one rip, just didn't connect. That's part of it. Watched that dog take off running, probably 400 or 500 yards. We elected to not just, you know, burn it down and really booger that spot up. It's still early in the season. That dog will probably be killed by these guys at some point. So I think we did the right thing not cutting down on it. Just unfortunate we didn't get that dog killed, but that's part of it. When you go out in the middle of the night hunting and you're calling in a lot of coyotes, you're going to run into problems like that where things just don't quite work out in your favor. So dogs are running, temperatures dropping. It's actually going to get down into 50s tonight, which is cold for us people down south this time of year, but we're super excited. It's starting to feel like coyote season up here, so we're headed on over to another spot, and hopefully we have some better luck on this one. Well guys, I've got some unfortunate news for y'all, but good news for us. Unfortunate news for you guys is that you did not just get to witness some of the best shooting you've ever seen free-handed by anybody on the channel.
We come walking into this field getting ready to set up, and we walk up on 2 coyotes. I shoot the first one, the other dog takes off running. Jason is carrying Guffey's gun, and we start cutting down on this other dog running, free-handed. And somebody shot him running.
He shot $200 worth of ammo.
Jason was shooting a whole bunch, and I'm pretty sure I shot only 2 bullets. I think I'm lying, but I must say that I only shot 2 bullets and that I shot the dog running. But
I shot the can off his gun.
So apparently there's something wrong with Guffey's suppressor now. But long story short, guys,
Come show me what you're talking about.
we've got 5 dogs in this ginormous basket. I don't know if you guys can tell how big this basket is, but I'm gonna get up here to show y'all. See my foot? It is absolutely ginormous. But we have 5 dogs. I'm so sorry that I did not hit record, but crap literally hit the fan. This was the definition of crap hitting the fan right there. The first dog was standing roughly right there. Second dog took off running off down through there, and somebody shot him running somewhere in that little area back through there. So we've got dogs. We have 5 dogs, guys. What a cool little hunt, and we still got night to go. We still got farms to go. So they're running, we're shooting. Let's go see if we can get a couple more killed. Sorry I couldn't get it on film, but it is what it is. Let's go see if we can get some more.
So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. Maybe we can end out with a good one here to end the night. All right, we got us a coyote right here, fellas. Thinking this is gonna be a decent sized dog in comparison to those other ones. Yeah, it's definitely a mature dog. Still stiff-legged. Yeah, good male right there. Good male. He's got a little bit of a headache, I'll tell you that. But this dog come working right down this edge. We were sat up on top of this hill, and the wind was blowing kind of right down through this section here. And he's running this little terrace road. He was probably gonna come straight up through there and then hook and come right up there to us. But that was one reason why I was kind of quick on the trigger to try to take him. But that's an awesome way to end a fantastic night of hunting. We're gonna get this dude hooked up to the old yoke rope and get him drug out of here, and we'll get him back up there at the truck.
Well, it is the next morning. Woke up, had a fantastic breakfast after an amazing night of coyote hunting. We got 6 dogs down on the ground. Could have potentially had 7. That was kind of a tough shot to make with that dog running, the wind, the direction it was in. Just kind of everything didn't really go as planned on that one set. And then obviously 2 dogs you guys didn't get to see because we're walking up into the field, and it was literally, there's a coyote at 50 yards. shoot him. There's another dog, shoot him running. I didn't have time to hit the record button. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Especially this early season where the dogs are not necessarily super responsive to the calls. I think last night of the ones we killed, 3 of them came in actively to the call. The rest of them were either came in after the calling sequence at like the 5-minute mark, maybe 4, 3's an understatement, probably 4 of them. They came in to where we were calling, but they wasn't necessarily coming in looking for a fight. They were mainly just kind of coming in looking for kind of what all was going on and then searching for food and everything else. So having all that come together last night was a super fun hunt. I'll let you guys take a look at the 6 dogs we've got. Like I said, we've got a tournament tonight. And obviously, so these dogs right here won't count. We went and ran some property last night that we're not going to be running tonight. But we're going to keep them in here for just photo purposes for a 2-night hunt of hunting up here with these guys. They have absolutely just taken us in and done it right for us. I mean, taking us out, putting us on 6, 7 dogs, potentially more than that. And then going back out again tonight, putting us up in their house, feeding us. I mean, you can't ask for anything else, and it means the world that these guys are willing to invite us up and take us hunting. That's what the hunting community is supposed to be about, and that is what the predator hunting community should be about as well. There's a lot of bad juju that goes around with coyote hunting, especially back in our little area. And it's a breath of fresh air to be able to come up here, hang out with good guys, have fantastic properties that are eat up with coyotes, and sling a lot of lead down range. We had a really good night last night, and it's been a blast. I want to thank shopapexpredator.com for the thermal gear and the Fat Boy tripods, scanners, all that stuff. If you guys are in the market looking for nighttime hunting stuff, go check out shopapexpredator.com. Tell Nathan that you watched the video from SCTV. He'll make sure to take care of you guys all the way until you get your entire setup ready to roll. So with that being said, that's it for this video. I will be seeing you guys tonight. We're going to kick it off again. Hopefully we have 2 to 3 videos that we can produce, and hopefully they're running good, and hopefully we're shooting even better. So thanks for hanging out. Hit that subscribe button. Trying to go to 100,000 subs. See y'all next time.